Hello friends, welcome to our industrial instrumentation EEE tutorials, and today we are talking about what is the major difference between the PLC and DCS. So whenever you are going for any interview or you are going for any technician interview, then these type of questions generally ask what is the difference between PLC and DCS. So we will cover 7 to 8 point where you can learn what is the major difference between PLC and DCS. So now let us start. So here we are writing some terms, okay, and here we can write some PLC related and here DCS. First we can simply write full form. So what is the full form? Generally it is also asked in an interview. So PLC is a programmable logic controller. So this is the full form of the PLC. And the one very important, what is the full form of the DCS? So some say discrete control system, some say digital control system, but it is the full form of distributed control system because all the control are distributed. So that's why this is called the distributed control system. So this is the first point. Second point, which is very important, response time. So when we talk about response time of PLC, it is less comparison to DCS. Why? Because it has less number of IOs, okay, less than DCS, and the response time is more comparison to PLC. Comparison to PLC, it has more response time because it is complex. A lot of and many IOs are configured in DCS, so that's why it has more response time. Third, we can say the applications. Okay, so applications. So when in your oil and gas sector or in your industry, when discrete manufacturing type of process in your industry, then the PLC is preferable, where some on-off actions are most used, or some shutdown or ESD, emergency shutdown related process, then you will require a PLC. But when you have a batch or continuous process manufacturing process, then you require DCS, where some PID controllers are generally used, and some more advanced control function is required, then the DCS is generally used. Okay, and then when we talk about the cost, in PLC it is a less, not costly comparison to DCS, but it has more function, more IOs, then it will have more cost. But in PLC it is a less cost. So whenever you have a simple process or simple some package system you want to control, and you want to actually develop logic in a package system, then you generally prefer PLC over DCS. So this is. Now another point is scalability. What is the simple meaning? So few thousand IO can handled by PLC. Okay, so few thousand IO can handle by PLC, but many thousand means many thousand IO can be handled by DCS. So when you have many IOs, then you can go with DCS, and if you have some few numbers of IO, then you can go with PLC. So it depends on your application depends on your numbers of IOs. Now, another point is redundancy. So in PLC, generally in some PLC redundancy not given. What is redundancy? When one controller failed, another or other controller which is configured as a redundant, other controller will take control. So this is the redundancy, will take control. Means your process will not disturb when one controller will be failed, then the controller which in configured in redundant or redundancy, that will take all the control of your process. So this is the redundancy. So in generally some PLC redundancy not given, but nowadays all the PLC are also redundant in IO level and also in control level. But in DCS generally all are redundant. All the cards are redundant. So you have seen the IOs card redundant, controller card redundant, power supply card redundant, etc. So everything is redundant on DCS. Another point is complexity, which is generally asked complexity. So what is the meaning of the complexity? If you have normal process, then the PLC is used. But in complex process, DCS is used. So this is the main difference. Now architecture wise difference. So in a PLC, simple architecture, PLC, controller, IO, HMI and some software for handling all the programs. So this is the simple architecture. But in our DCS, controller, IO and some software as well as some server, some operating system and HMI, etc. So that's why it is very complex. So these are some basic difference which we have seen in this video. And so if you have some other doubt, then you can also comment us, and please like this video. And if you are new on our YouTube channel, you can also subscribe our video and also press the bell icon. So thank you very much for watching this video. Tomorrow we will also upload some other informative video. Thank you very much.